Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. If you do enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Ripple widens its presence in the European remittance market and 70 countries through the partner bank. Now, I don't know about you, but it's such an exciting year. In general. Like, the way that this is all shaping out. And how did I know before the year even started that this year was going to be a big year for Ripple and XRP? Some of you may ask. How did the Serpent know that this was going to be a big year? Well, all you need to do is look at the Q3 and Q4 reports of last year about how rapid the on-demand liquidity product of Ripple is growing to get really excited about 2022. Now, some of you are probably sitting here really confused going, whoa. What do you mean, the huge growth of the on-demand liquidity product quarter on quarter, year on year, yet the price is where it is today? And you and I share that same concern, right? We're sitting there going, well, hang on a minute, if all these great things are happening, why is the price not moving? It's very simple. It's suppressed. Simple as that. It doesn't need to be more complicated than that. You don't have to sit there going, oh, this, and that. No. It's suppressed. And of course, XRP is not the only one that currently has its price suppressed. I mean, you got your Zilligers, your XRPs, your Phantoms, your V chains, your H bars. Like these are all projects that have their prices suppressed compared to where they should be. I mean, we have Dogecoin and Shiba still in the top 20. Like it's insane. It should never be. But by the end of 2022, this is all about to change. Now, what's going on? Ripple is expanding its tentacles into the European remittance market and 70 countries through partner bank Intermex, which leverages RippleNet for cross-border remittance services. In a recent agreement, Ripple partner Intermex has moved to acquire La Nacional and LAN Holdings Corp, a remittance company serving more than 70 countries. So, patience, because what is coming will blow your mind. And that's not figuratively, that's literally. Now, Ripple loses patience and wants court to sanction the SEC. A continuance would reward the SEC for its gamesmanship and further pre-justice defendants. Now, Ripple Labs and individual defendants Chris Larsen and Brad Garlinghouse have filed a letter in further support of their motion to strike the SEC's Mets supplemental expert report. Come on. This is going on for too long. It's going on for too long. Like, I just can't believe that we are where we are right now. But like I've said, and I've said for a while now, I do have a really good feeling about April. Is the price ready to break out? Well, we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about that. We're definitely going to, discuss what that looks like. It is still stuck in a consolidation phase with lower highs and higher lows. Ripple price still favoring tailwinds with Nasdaq set for a winning streak. Expect a global risk on the push XRP price to the upside, targeting a technical cap of 90 cents. So that's what FX Street are telling you, but got my own spin on it today. And again, as always, it's not financial advice, I'm not financial advice, it's just one person's opinion, and take it as that. Now, stellar rivalry grows, but why did Jed McCaleb leave Ripple? After the fallout with Ripple executive, Jed McCaleb left to build Stellar, which has now arrived in the Philippines and is disrupting the remittance market with Ripple. Now, the way that I've always seen Stellar versus Ripple is Stellar is B2C, business to consumer, and Ripple is B2B, business to business. And I'd love to know your thoughts on Stellar. Where do you sit with that? But the story around why Jed McCaleb left Ripple and all that, look, it's intriguing. It's interesting to read. I encourage you to research it to understand how that whole thing came about. But it's not relevant today because, as you know, I make 10 to 12 minute videos giving you just exactly what you need today. But if you're interested to know why Jed McCaleb left, I definitely encourage you to go check it out and read about it because it is interesting. Now, the SEC versus Ripple. SEC's new filing to redact notes by its own official draws public IRI. So, where do I see things going? Look, we know it's going to get a little bit ugly before it gets better, right? There's going to be some things that SEC will do, which Ripple's not going to like, and there's going to be some things that Ripple does, which the SEC is not going to like. Ultimately, I am optimistic about April, but at the same time, I do, like, let's say, for example, April wasn't to occur, I think by November, at the absolute latest, this thing will be over and done before ISO 20022 kicks off. So that's probably where my mindset is at. Do I think we're going to get to November? No. I don't think we're going to get anywhere near November. But then again, it is the legal system. And yeah, I mean, do I need to say more about, what I think about the legal system? 126.5 million XRP have been sent to Ripple, on-demand liquidity, Bitso, and some major exchanges. Once again, another big amount of XRP tokens are transferring. So investors have made several hefty transactions between their wallets, moving almost 130 million of Ripple's affiliate XRP tokens to major digital exchanges, according to Whale. I love Whale. So good. And I love transparency of blockchain. So good. You can't hide. And that's why a lot of people hate it. That's why a lot of people hate cryptocurrency, because you can't hide. Everything's on the blockchain. Everything is there. Now, Ripple executives call for sanctions against the SEC gamesmanship. Are they going to get it? Let's see what happens, right? So I'll be keeping you up to date with what goes on there. But I think Ripple is starting to get sick and tired. Like, that's probably the biggest thing that we've seen here. And obviously that news has, gone viral and a lot of people are talking about it. Now, in terms of projects that are built on the XRP blockchain, there will be, there will be videos that I make about, where to showcase, some of the things that are being built on it. But early days, right? I mean, but there are some really cool things which are coming. Now, xrpl.org, if you go on there, you can see some of the use cases and you can see some of the projects which are being built on there. From BitGo to BitPay to Coil to Forte to GateHub, Exodus. You got obviously Tower Labs, Racing Space Enterprises, XRPL Labs, of course, and some security products that have been built as well. But early days, right? Early days. And the wave 3 of XRPL grants program is now open. So let's say you and I came up with a cool idea to build a token, and we wanted to build our project on the XRP blockchain. Then we can come build on the XRP ledger. Apply now. You got all the grants that are available. Choosing which type of project. Create an initial prototype and submit your application. All applications are reviewed by a panel. Finalists are chosen, and then the awards are received. And there's been some really nice projects that have received grants. Now, if you look over here, right, and why am I showing you this, right? Well, you might think to yourself, well, what is this got to do with the price of today's prices, right? Now, the reason why I'm showing you is because a blockchain is only as good as the projects that are built on it. And these projects doing well means XRP does well. And that's why it's important for you to know about it. Also, you and I might be able to jump on these things before anyone else can jump on them, right? And then we're first movers advantage. So, find out on the blockchain from Italy. $150,000 were given to them. Amy DAO. Amy seeks to disrupt the music industry with decentralized finance, changing how artists fund themselves from day one and connecting musicians, services, and investors from Spain. They got given 100,000. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on about all the different grants that have been given on wave 2. So let's see what happens in wave 3. And like I said, it's important to look at these projects early on because we all know, like, first movers advantage. If we find out about it first, we're in from the ground. And that's what serpents do, by the way. Now, if you want to see the live net of the XRPL, like, it's pretty cool. You're watching as things are happening, like, live on the go. Really cool. Really cool, to check that out in real time. So, where are we going? For me, at the moment, the way that we're looking from a weekly perspective, I think that there is a possibility for a drop like for the price to drop a little bit before we start to go up again. I've said about 74 cents, and I think that 74 cents is valid. Like it's a valid point that could be occurring. At the moment, we're sitting at 83. And where we are right now, I think, like we could touch 80 and then take off, or potentially we might go all the way down to 74 before we kick off. Now, again, this may not happen, right? We might just shoot off into the stars tomorrow. Why? Because it's XRP. And it's not going to do things when you think it's going to do it. It's going to do it when it wants to do it. Because of a number of different factors. And remember, that's what the whales do, right? And when it makes sense and everybody starts to get all happy and starts to get all comfortable, boom, the whales come and drop on us. All rise on us. They're not going to tell you when they do it. They just do it. But ultimately, we are ready to kick off. We're just waiting for the initial launch. But how are we going to drop if we are going to drop all the way down to 79 or 74 cents? It'll be something like this. Can it happen over the next 2 days? Yeah. Yeah, it could definitely happen. That's why I want you guys to be prepared. What does it mean for you? Nothing. Right? If you're a long-term holder and you know what you hold, it doesn't matter. Just hold. And this is the clear sign. We have broken out. And we're just waiting now to start to hit those targets. 95 cents, $1.10, $1.25, $1.60. Then the big one, 280. Consolidate above 280. And we're off to break all-time highs, which we haven't seen since 2018. And you and I are going to be a part of it. We're going to be part of history. 4 years in the making. Chills. Chills. Thinking about it. But the future, about where we're going and what is happening and where we're at, and whichever way you look at it from a monthly perspective, it's exciting. Really, really, really exciting. If you zoom out, I don't like talking about 2027. Like it's way too late, right? It's way too off in the distance. Like I like to talk about what is real, what is now, what I can touch, what I can feel. But my God, does the future look good. Now, if you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.